Now, the Queen has officially returned to royal duties following her recovery from COVID, and our royal editor Russell Myers joins me now. Listen, COVID knew not to mess with the Queen. She's just not going to have it, is she? And how's she doing?
No, I think you're right. Good morning, Lorraine. Well, the good news that the Queen is back to royal duties. Of course, she was struck down with COVID on February the 20th. We were told at the time she was suffering from mild cold-like symptoms. However, I think everyone was a little bit concerned. Sometimes we forget the Queen is 95. She's still, doing so many duties. But yesterday she was back to virtual engagements, meeting the ambassadors of Andorra and Chad. And she's got a few dates in the diary coming up. There was a reception for diplomatic leaders supposed to be at Windsor Castle tonight. However, that has been cancelled because of the situation in Ukraine. So the Foreign Office have pulled that. But there is the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey on March the 14th. And of course, the Queen and the rest of the royal family will want to be at the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial on March the 29th. So good news for the Queen. Great to see her out and about. And she looked very well, I thought, even on Zoom yesterday.
No, absolutely. I love that she's embraced new technology and she does all of that. And she's going to be 96 very soon, actually. You mentioned Ukraine. And yesterday, Prince Charles had this to say about the invasion and the crisis there.
What we saw in the terrible tragedy in Southend was an attack on democracy. We are seeing those same values under attack today in Ukraine in the most unconscionable way. In the stand we take here, we are in solidarity with all those who are resisting brutal aggression.
That was quite remarkable. You don't normally, hear those sort of very strong words from the royals, and I think that's important.
Well, no, certainly. I mean, there was an awful lot of calls last week, even though the Queen was suffering from COVID, about whether we would hear from Her Majesty. First of all, we heard from Prince William and Kate. They showed their solidarity with the people of Ukraine, having met their president and his wife in recent months. But powerful words from Prince Charles yesterday. He was in Southend, actually. The town has become a city for the first time in tribute to the late Sir David Amess, who was tragically murdered last year. I think this is a sort of another changing of the guard, because we're hearing from Prince Charles, very statesmanlike with those words, standing shoulder to shoulder with the people of Ukraine. And again, something that we're seeing both Charles and William sort of step to the role that the Queen has had in many, many years.
Very much so. And as you mentioned, Kate and William already have said some strong words about Ukraine. And they also, yesterday, I guess it was a more traditional role that we would expect from the royals. They were celebrating St David's Day in Wales.
Well, they were, and I think sometimes we need a little bit of light in the darkness, don't we? And it's not sort of putting that to the Ukraine to the side, but the royal duties were continuing. St David's Day was yesterday. William and Kate were in Wales. They were making Welsh cakes, of course. They were visiting a farm, doing some lambing, and also a couple of revelations. Actually, Kate revealed that she'd looked into her ancestors, and one of them was a very adept goat farmer. Can you believe?
Okay.
And another one that came out. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. However, one of the things I really did like from yesterday was that we can finally reveal who Prince George is supporting in the rugby.
Yes.
Of course, Wales lost that very, very close match to England at the Six Nations at the weekend. And William let slip that George is following in his footsteps. So there'll be even more rivalry between the children and William and Kate, I'm sure, in the household.
Absolutely. Now, what is all this? Because we were talking about this earlier. The Queen found something rather unexpected in her dinner. I wouldn't imagine she was all that amused. What happened?
No, one was not amused. Now, this is a new book by a former royal servant called Charles Oliver, and he has detailed some weird and wonderful facts about working for the Queen. And not only did the Queen very particular about what she likes to eat, but she also used to keep a notepad for the new chefs and write down what she did and didn't like. And one of the things that she definitely didn't like was when she found a slug in her salad, and she wrote a little note saying that one was not amused. She said, I found this slug in my salad. Do you think you could eat it? I mean, obviously not. But we know that she got a great sense of humour, and another one fantastic little story from the Queen.
How embarrassing would that be of all the people in the world to do that too? Russell, thank you very much. Great to talk to you as always, and good to hear that the Queen is back, working and doing very well. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.